What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and there are stimulus checks that are being proposed, being passed and approved, are on their way, and some that are being sent out at this very moment. Now, I'm going to get you caught up on the latest with stimulus checks. This is your breaking news stimulus check update and stimulus package update. Now, just to clarify, in case this is your first time here, there is not just the federal level stimulus checks that go out to everybody in the nation. People are waiting for that fourth $2,000 stimulus check. And if you want to update on that, check out the video that I just uploaded earlier today, as we received word that right now we have an impending recession coming our way economically for our nation. They're saying over the course of the next 6 months, get ready. Things are going to start going down, and they're likely going to go that way for the next couple of years. And that is likely going to bring to fruition a fourth federal level stimulus check. They're saying the pandemic did not bring the first checks. They've happened before. They're likely going to happen again, and likely very soon. So all the information in that video, but also there are states, counties, and cities that are sending out checks. And you guys, we've got new ones coming out. I'm going to share with you the articles, put them on the screen so you can see them for yourself. I'll link them down below if you'd like to read them for more information. All of these just coming out. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, before we do me a quick favor though, smash the like button if you appreciate the content. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you want to stay up to date, I'll let you know about stimulus checks, stimulus packages, what's happening on every single level, cite all the sources so you know what's going on. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Totally free to come join. Any specific questions, hop onto Instagram, shoot me a DM at SteveRam3. That's the best way to get a hold of me directly. Don't fall for the scammers here on YouTube. They tell you to contact me on WhatsApp, but they've got a fake picture of my face. You guys, it's not me. I don't even have a WhatsApp. Please don't fall for that. I'll never ask you to wire me money or something like that. Also, I've got a second channel, Steve Ram Finance. Consider checking that out if you want to learn about growing wealth, personal finance. Just did an update on what I learned from multimillionaires and billionaires about a week ago in Vegas, and they're saying the same thing. Things are not looking good for the economy, and right now I share with you in that video some of the pivots that they're making to take advantage of what's going to be unfolding with the recession and come out more successful on the other end. And also, you guys, all of the information that we're covering is going to be included in my comprehensive list of every stimulus check in the nation at www.reliefroadmap.com. I spent 3 months assembling every single check on every level all into one place so you can access it right there and have the information at your fingertips. So that's also available to you as well. But with that being said, let's dive into these articles. Now, first up, you guys, this one just coming out from Alabama. Take a look. Alabama lawmakers considering spending budget surplus on one-time tax rebates, aka state stimulus checks in Alabama. This came out October 7th, and it says Alabama's fiscal year 2022 has ended on a strong note with nearly $2 billion surplus between the two states' biggest budgets. The fiscal year ended September 30th, and based on the latest available data from September 1st, both the general fund and the educational trust fund budgets brought in record revenue. For the general fund, that's about $2.5 billion at 8.15% uptick, or about $94 million over the last year, and the education trust fund budget is about $9.2 billion. So billions and billions here of excess funds for the state. It says, considering the surplus and the current economic challenges, Governor Kay Ivey is planning to propose a tax relief plan to the legislators next session, saying in a statement, I do believe that some form of rebates should be considered, but the rest assured that every option that we are exploring will be focused on the interest of our citizens and keeping our people first. But some lawmakers would rather see long-term investments over one-time payments. Rebates and those things sound good, but is it sustainable long-term? A one-time opportunity doesn't solve a long-term problem, said House Minority Leader Anthony Daniels. Daniels says that he'd like to see lawmakers considering using the money on grocery tax holidays, universal pre-K investments, or even saving it for when the budgets aren't so flush. We're experienced over the course of the last 20 years or more an economy going up and down. So we've got to make certain that we're preparing for a rainy day, Daniel said. With inflation in the state that we've seen this year, said Senator Gerald Allens, a one-time payment could be helpful, he said. It's important because taxpayers all over the state are hurting because of inflation that's coming and what we are currently feeling. And as I mentioned, we're hearing it's going to be getting worse. Allen says that he'll be working with the Budget Committee chairman next session to further their discussions about sending out rebates and how much they could be. Allen says, however, they decide to provide relief, it will be under the consideration of inflation and any possible future economic concerns. The rebates will be a one-time issue, and certainly it's a great idea and one that we need to explore, Allen said. The next legislative session is going to be starting March of 2023. So in the next upcoming months of next year, you can expect to see that coming out in Alabama, you guys. Now, also, take a look at this coming back in Ohio. Now, this is not stimulus checks per se, but I wanted to bring this up for those of you in Ohio. Thousands still waiting for Ohio Supreme Court ruling on unemployment stimulus checks. Now, you remember those weekly $300 unemployment benefits that were going out in Ohio that got cut off early, that then went to court because they were saying it was possibly deemed unlawful that the governor should end those benefits early. Well, you guys, here's the latest update that's just coming out on this, and this came out on the 7th as well. It says it's been more than 4 months since the Ohio Supreme Court heard arguments over whether Governor Mike DeWine, a Republican, had the authority to cut off $300 weekly pandemic assistance checks to unemployed Ohioans before the federal program that funded them ended. The program still had 2 months left when DeWine cut off the checks. While hundreds of thousands of Ohioans are still waiting, it's not unusual for the court to take several months to decide a case. In May, the Ohio Supreme Court heard the case. The Ohio Attorney General Office said businesses that were having trouble hiring asked DeWine to stop the checks, which were funded with pandemic relief money from the Federal CARES Act. So they're just saying that it's been taking quite some time. Now, just getting to it, jumping all the way down to the bottom, it says a court spokesperson said that there are many factors involved in the decisions, orders, and opinions, so there is still no specific timeline and when they can expect a ruling. Dan said that the case affects some 300,000 Ohioans who were or are jobless, and the checks total around $900 million in federal funds, you guys. So wow, still going on. Just wanted to give you an update for those of you that were wondering what happened with that. It's still taking place. As soon as we get any updates on that, I'll let you know for the 300,000 people in Ohio that are still waiting to see if they're owed some back pay funds for federal unemployment benefits. And also, you guys, take a look at this. Check, please. Child tax credits 2022 up to $750 in direct payments scheduled for thousands of Americans. See the schedule and the exact dates. Now, thousands of Americans in several states are now cashing in on up to $750 in direct payments thanks to new initiatives. Connecticut families who are eligible can now claim a tax rebate of up to $250 per child for a maximum of 3 children in a recent program that started rolling out in late August. Also, Rhode Island residents can similarly claim $250 per child and up to $750 for 3 children in the new initiative that started this month. And the Empire Child Tax Credit in New York is also offering support to qualifying families in an income-based program that just recently came out, you guys. Qualifying families for the credit have kids above the age of 4, but below the ages of 17, and parents can expect to receive those checks by the end of October. Now, in addition to that, I also let you guys know in a previous video, California stimulus checks, they should be rolling out, and we're hearing a lot of them are going to be going out this week. That's up to $1,050. That's going to be rolling out in California. And there are literally over 100 different stimulus check programs across the nation. Like I said, all of them compiled at www.reliefroadmap.com. I'll be adding these ones as well. And also, if for those of you that are a part of that, and I know there's some people that are having login issues, I have the workaround. I'm going to be going through, responding, getting everybody access that was having issues with that, you guys. So that is the latest on stimulus checks. As you can see, a lot unfolding right now across the nation, more on the way. And as it comes out, I'll be sure to keep you up to date on every single level, you guys. And also, we're expecting more to pick up as we're approaching midterm elections. But you guys, that is the latest. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. If you made it this far, you haven't already, don't forget to take a quick second, smash that like button for me, helps out the channel a ton. Leave your comments, share this out. If you want to stay up to date, it's free. Why not? Hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. Any specific questions, shoot them to me in the DM on Instagram at SteveRam3. Check out my second channel, Steve Ram Finance, to learn about growing wealth, personal finance, and also comprehensive list of every check at www.reliefroadmap.com. But with that being said, you guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.